Hey guys, welcome back. This is the second half of my two-part series for the clean and organize for my kitchen. Today I am actually organizing the kitchen cabinets that I mainly use, where we store most of our food items. Um, so basically what I done first is I just pulled everything out and, like a lot of people do, they normally clear surfaces before they start pulling things out, but I don't do that. It's basically, to me, it's a waste of time. And here in a moment, you'll see that the opposite side is clean. And that is actually from the previous day. I had cleaned it the day before. So I actually do have a space where I will be able to lay everything out clearly. But I just don't believe in cleaning a space off just to actually put stuff back in it. Even though, technically you will be cleaning it back up and clearing it out, but it's another step in there that I don't want to take because I have a limited amount of time and I have to do things quickly. If you're new to my channel, my name's Nikki. My nickname is 2K. I'm guessing you could, you know, assume that from the title and my actual name. But I am a mom who works full time, and we have a 6-month-old daughter. We also have two older boys who are 7 and 9. They are just the best little kids that you could ever have in my eyes, and I love them so much. Um, my fiance and I both work EMS, so we basically get our days off in a lump sum, and then we go to work in a lump sum. Our shifts normally consist of a 24-hour and a 16-hour or two 24s. And we usually try to split up and have at least 2 or 3 days off in between each shift. So our house gets kind of crazy, especially since we do have 3 kids all together. And, like I said, our time is very precious and very limited at the same time because we do have after school sports and things like that, activities. I just recently started going back to the gym, or at least to work out, and we'll probably cover that a little later, but mostly because of my mental health and just my physical health in general. I have bipolar disorder, and being able to take that mommy time and personal self-care time is extra important. Not saying that it's not important for all women or mommies too, but especially if you have a mental health issue, you definitely want to take some time and take care of yourselves. So I hope that you guys enjoy what you see. We will definitely have more videos like this. Um, Sometimes I do my little sing along and things like that. So you can either mute it and just watch the video, or you can listen and laugh. It's whatever. I do this for pure entertainment. If you don't care and you like my content, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like it, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe so that every time you see that a video is up, you can come in and tell me how much you don't like it. That's cool with me. Um, I'm usually an easygoing person, and I really like to clean. It helps actually with my mental health to go through and clean and get things organized, especially when I'm stressed out. It just kind of lets me get in the zone and go through and think about things that are bothering me and kind of work through them on my own. Um, Probably the best time that I do get to clean, or the best time that I do clean, is when I'm stressed out or worried or anxious about something. But then I usually also sit down and talk with my fiance about it because he can tell that I'm a little bit antsy. So, like I said, I usually will organize everything into separate piles of things that we use and how we use them.
So here's what we got. We've got candy canes, Christmas stuff. Basically, our stuff if we really don't feel like cooking much. Ton of rice. That's really for me because Steve doesn't eat rice. I plan on food prepping. Or meal prepping, and then the only kind of rice he'll eat is like breakfast rice. It's like sugar, milk, super unhealthy, but he likes it. I got some of that Banza spaghetti to try out. It's got made from chickpeas. Anything pasta wise, our family's a big pasta family. Hot dog buns and chili. I forgot that we had the hot dog buns, but I done a Walmart order. So we'll probably do this tonight. I've got a ton of hot dogs that I've bought and had frozen, so we'll probably do that. Just some recipe stuff, taco seasoning, snacks for school, and then some of the essentials. This is breakfast essentials. So I get this with the high protein so that maybe my kid will gain some weight, and some oatmeal. The boys haven't really touched this lately, but I'll probably eat it. And pepperoni for pizzas. We do homemade pizza every now and again.
Alright, so now we're going to get started on actually separating and organizing everything. I use these tubs just to put things in and just kind of make it look a little cleaner in the cabinets. It drives me nuts when I just see things piled up and cluttered, and boxes kind of stress me out, especially when I can't make everything fit the way it needs to. I don't know if you're like that or not, but I'm like that. So if you're like that, go ahead and comment and let me know how you handle your different shaped items. I also have some of the little push button seal containers as well, and I use them for dried goods like my flour and things like that. But once that's great for the flour and things that I bake with. But I've got a few that I've just kind of used randomly, and once I get them cleared out, I will probably go ahead and place some different things in them that I feel like would fit better. Like I said, I'm not a fan of boxes and wrappers, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take care of that right now. I also like to go ahead and stack things so that I can, make a little more space and look at them and just see how everything's going to go together before I go ahead and put it in the cabinet. The Chef Boyardee, our boys like to eat it, and I try to kind of limit it. My goal is to only have it every now and again throughout the week and cook more and better nutritious meals for everyone. Pasta, you can have it every night, but pasta also gets really old. So it's just kind of a thing that I've been working on here recently. Now, the cabinet that I've opened, I don't know if you can see it, but it initially is supposed to be like all of the quick items, quick grab, canned foods like beans and things like that. And I have Harper's food in it, like her formula and stuff like that. So I will end up moving it over to the other side. It just makes a lot more sense to put it over there. We've really got no type of workflow, if that makes sense. I don't know if you ever really followed anything of workflow, but basically it makes everything run smoother when you're baking or cooking and stuff like that. And that is my initial goal, but right now it's not looking too hot. All of my cabinets, like I said, have been truly a hot mess. So Now, since Harper's awake, I will be wearing her in my Infantino and going ahead and just finishing everything up, while I also am a horse for her to pull its mane. One of the biggest issues I've had with organizing is trying to organize Harper's food in one area. We have milk on one end of the kitchen, cereal and food on the other, and then her water is also on the other end. And it just clutters up the counters and everything. So right now I'm just trying to kind of put some things up in one space, and hopefully that will make it easier. I also ended up moving the water over to that side as well so that I could just reach up and get everything, and it's all in one spot. So I just want to go ahead and thank you guys for tuning in and watching and listening to my crazy voice while I go through and do these videos. I really enjoy helping other people, and I just want you guys to know that you're not alone when it comes to a home that is a mess and disorganized. There are plenty of people who have homes that they can't get under control, and here recently this has been one of my goals because it reduces anxiety and stress, and it really helps ease the mind when you can find things and know where to go to get them. One of the things that actually will contribute to disorganized homes is mental illness, like hoarding. It's due to a past trauma sometimes and things of that sort. It's not because someone in one actually tries to hoard. It's more of like a survival skill from some type of event that happened to them a long time ago, and that's just how they're raised. That's how they grew up. If you noticed, a lot of people who were born back in the 30s during the recession and everything, they actually hoard food and things of that sort. If they grew up in a poor environment, they also hoard food. My family actually grew up in large families, like 7 or 8 brothers and sisters, and they were not poor, but they were families of farmers and things of that sort. So, growing up, my family taught us how to can and grow food and things, and just be able to keep a good stock of items in the house. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm just going to clean up this countertop and we will end it here. See ya!